Oh, what I'd give for a nice delicious pizza right now. Or some country-style pork steaks. Mmm. Or some fried chicken. Oh gosh, man, you just can't go wrong with chicken. Eating is one of life's greatest pleasures, and I've never known of anybody that doesn't like to eat. But why, oh God, why does eating have to bring consequences? Like weight gain and health problems. Why? That pisses me off. It's just no fair. Eating makes you feel so good. It gives you something to do. It gives you a reason to go out at night and eat at some restaurant. Or just do what I do and just gather all your food and bring it into your room and watch TV while eating. Or a lot of people just eats on the go. No matter how you do it, eating is pleasurable, and it makes you feel good, and it tastes good. Well, if you're eating something good, that is. If you're an American like me, well, you know what I'm talking about. Us Americans has a little bit of a, well, weight problem. But that's because all the delicious food that's out there. And it's really hard to stop eating once you start. Especially when you turn on the TV and you see nothing but TV advertisements, commercials about all this food trying to tempt you to go and get it. It's so cruel. It's like a person who's trying to stop smoking and they see somebody on TV smoking. Just like anything that a person can get addicted to. But like I said, it pisses me off. It's not fair. Why does life have to be that way? Why do people have to worry about what they eat? And so many cases of obesity out there. I'm really surprised that these fast food restaurants are allowed to even stay in business, or aren't forced to try to put some more healthier ingredients in what they make. Sure, why would they do that when they're making so much business? Heck, they're making billions and billions of dollars every day. All these fast food joints. You simply just drive by some of these and you can smell the food cooking, and it smells so good it practically makes you float like Goofy does when he smells food and he starts floating through the air. Gosh, they lure you in. I myself have always had weight problems in some way, shape, or form, ever since I was a little kid. I used to get picked on in school. I used to be called fat and well, lots of different names, even when I wasn't really that fat. Well, I don't know, I was a little chunky back then, kind of short like a tree stump. And I've been through hell trying to lose weight. I gained all the way up to 346 pounds, and I weighed that just a few years ago. There was mixed reasons to why I gained all that weight. A lot of it was depression and certain things I don't want to talk about in this video. But most of all, it just felt good to eat. I used to eat big plates of food every day just before going to sleep. Big mistake. Something nobody should ever do is eat and then go to sleep. I was getting worse and worse. I couldn't even hardly stand. For more than a few minutes, that is. I couldn't do any kind of yard work outside without being in severe pain. Couldn't even cut a simple little weed without my knee snapping out of place. I'd go out in public, I'd pour sweat so bad that it was just humiliating, even in the coldest of weather. Everybody else would be wearing jackets and I'd be standing there sweating. Yes, life was hell back then. So I got desperate. I said no to the food. It was the hardest decision I ever made in my entire life. But then I started, this is actually a mistake. I went out and bought Xantrex 3 diet pills. Surprisingly, my own doctor acted like he never even heard of them. What doctor doesn't know about any kind of diet pill that's on store shelves? Especially one that you constantly see advertised like Xantrex 3. But I was taking those pills off and on for at least well over a year's time span. I know you're not supposed to really take them that long, but I did. I was desperate. Throughout the course of this diet, I lost 130 pounds. And surprisingly enough, I hardly ever exercised during this diet. The only real exercise I ever got, if you consider this exercise, was the days when I went fishing for the day. I always got really worn out and exhausted during my fishing trips. And I brought only water with me, and no snacks. A first for me. Gosh, I miss those days. Ain't nothing like just sitting at the lake all day waiting for your pole to start bending down. Speeding things up a bit, I laid off the diet pills finally because I started worrying about what they might be doing to me that I'm not aware of. Because those Xantrex 3 pills had a lot of caffeine in them. And I'm really used to caffeine also. But these pills are loaded, and they really made me hyper. They put me on a high every time I took them. There were so many times when my stomach even felt like it was burning. You're also supposed to take them after you eat something, but I usually just took 2 in the morning and didn't eat nothing all day until dinner, and I ate only 1 TV dinner. Ugh, TV dinners. That's all I eat now, and I'm getting so sick of it. Banquet TV dinners. Ugh. Every time I go shopping, that's all I buy because that's all I can afford. They're the only TV dinners that's $1 each. It's like, the healthy choice ones are like $2.50 a piece. I just can't see paying that for one lousy dinner. Why can't people just be able to eat anything they want and not have to worry about gaining? It's so sad. It's miserable. Like forcing somebody to play their brand new video game with a blindfold while everybody around them can watch. But much worse than that. There's a lot of people in this world that beat the Battle of the Bulge and lost tremendous amounts of weights. Some of them are famous now because of it, such as Jared from the Subway commercials. And speaking of Jared, I always thought that he probably just had gastro bypass surgery and lost all that weight, and he's just pretending like it's Subway that did it. But anyways, there was also Oprah Winfrey. She lost a lot of weight. Richard Simmons. And TV newsman Al Roker, which did have gastro bypass surgery, by the way. But look at what weight causes. That some people actually die from it. Some people get enormously big, like over 1,000 pounds. And some people even have to go under the knife just to get that weight off of them. It's a damn shame. And I get really, really pissed off at all these diet pill commercials that's on TV all the time, advertising all their crap, when hardly none of them works. I have never tried any of them that worked except for maybe the Xantrex 3. And all you hear about later on is lawsuits going on because this pill or that pill killed somebody and everything. You see it all on TV all the time. I mean, that's all diet pills are. They're deadly. You're better off just trying to lose weight whatever way you possibly can without any kind of pill. Speaking for the guys part of things, since I am a guy, I always thought that a lot of guys had motivation to lose weight simply because they had a wonderful woman motivating them. But guys that are just nobodies, who has nobody to love, nobody to hold in their arms and kiss, nobody to really give them motivation to want to try, those are the people that has it the hardest. I was one of those people, and I know how it feels. It just makes you feel like, what's the point of living? And until I met my girlfriend here on YouTube, that's how I felt. I didn't give a crap about living. I didn't even give a crap about anything in life. I lost all my passions for everything. Even my video game passions was dying. I was just wondering, what the heck is the point of all those games? I was getting a bad attitude. Yes, people, weight causes lots of bad things. That's why it's best. As hard as it is, you should always try your hardest to make sure that you're eating right, not eating too much fat, not eating at the wrong times of day, not eating too much, all that stuff. And if you could possibly get any kind of exercise in your day, go for it. Do it. Don't just sit around all day in front of your computer like I do without getting no exercise. I myself have a big problem with having no energy. That's my problem. Some people tell me that to get energy you gotta exercise to get it. But how are you supposed to exercise without energy? It goes both ways around and it makes no sense. It's a constant non-stop roller coaster of life. Losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. It's one of those things that just never ends. It's an endless battle for me. It keeps me constantly depressed and pissed off and in a bad mood when I'm around others. But there's still hope for me right now. I'm not giving up. I'm still holding on to that hope that someday I'll get my motivation back and finally continue this diet without any pills. And I wish all of you out there the greatest of luck if you're ever going on a diet. I hope that you're all successful and that you can inspire those around you. And people, if you're on a diet, don't drink diet sodas. For gosh sakes, don't touch sodas at all. A diet soda is not going to help nothing. You're not supposed to drink carbonation if you're trying to lose weight. In fact, I heard those diet sodas put weight on you instead of take it off. That's the end of my video. I don't really feel like I've said the right things that I was planning on saying, but I still got my point across. That's the most important thing. I know I probably made a lot of you hungry while watching this, showing all this good food. And I'm sorry about that, I just wanted to get my point across. Thank you all for watching once again. I'm sure that this pisses everybody off, except for those lucky ones who doesn't have a weight problem that can eat anything they want and never gain, like my brother-in-law. Dumbass. No fair, man. Catch you all later, people. And watch those calories now.